annihilating yourself in terms of like exhaustion, like muscle. Like I'm talking, the pump is so hard, you're just like you just like and you just keep going, like you're just like in your head, you're like right, and then you're like done, you know, and you're just like like, you know, like that. You shouldn't be like, you know, trying to. What is up? It's your boy Johnny Shreve, IFBB Pro, Mr. Tell Like It Is. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, guys. Today we're just gonna sit back, relax. We're gonna watch this video, Jesse James video. I prepped for a bodybuilding show in only 14 days. So first up, I thought it'd be fun just to like watch for the first time and literally just watch the thing. It was like a watch party. I'm just gonna respond and react to this video. Without further ado, let's go.
I'm gonna attempt losing the most amount of body fat in the shortest amount of time.
I am literally a corpse.
All because I'm stepping on stage for my first bodybuilding competition. Let's get shredded.
But first, we had to find a coach. So I gave Sebum a call.
That's crazy, get Sebum. That's funny. I don't think Sebum would do that. Like, he's just too busy. I'd expect him to get like, I don't know, like Greg or something, but let's see.
Looks like we need to find a new coach.
Hello.
Oh shit, nice. Okay, that makes sense.
So I asked Coach Kyle if competing in 14 days is too fast, and he said,
that'd be a tad fast.
You think we can do it?
Enhanced or natty?
Natty all the way.
Jesse Enhanced will do way less cardio than Jesse Natty. So Jesse Natty, who's got 14 days, you're doing 2 hours of cardio minimum. Like, we're trying to get off all the fat possibly can. We're trying to make things like exact 150 watts at an hour is like 540-ish calories. Times that by 2, you're getting 1,080 calories a day from just cardio. And then let's say your deficit is like your diet's another, 500 calories. So you're in a 1,500 calorie deficit in a day, right? That's what that would have to do. Now, enhanced, Jesse, probably only an hour, right? Because, hour and a half. Either way, minimum hour. Same diet, same everything else. That's how it's got to go.
Dieting while being stressed, don't want to do it, and I'm 98% calling this show off. After today, I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm just in that.
Why is he doing this? Here's the thing. I've done this before. I have, and not like in a destructive way, but like I've done the whole like prep's about to start. I need to get all the food I need to get in before prep starts because I can't eat that stuff anymore. And it'd be for me, it'd be more so like there's a few things that I need to have before prep. You know what I mean? One of those things is like my world-class Dairy Queen Blizzard. Like, I got this recipe. I would say mix recipe, like a concoction. I had like 4 or 5 different, Dairy Queens out here, and they all know the recipe. It's basically, I go up to them and ask them, check it out. Hey, can I get a large Blizzard with Oreo cookie dough and Oreo cheesequake? And I want extra stuff. Half ice cream, half mix. I don't care how much it costs. I'll pay for it. Because if I don't say that, then they'll kind of, they'll kill it. They kind of like willy-nilly it. They'll make it kind of like that. But like for me, if you pour it over like this, and it can, it doesn't pour out, then you didn't do it enough. Because like too much mix, it won't even stay. It's a muck mess. Oh, it's good. Whew. Anyway, I'll have those later, maybe. Anyway, that's what I have to have. I remember one prep I didn't have it. And the one prep I didn't have it, and it was like, that haunted me for the entire prep. It was like, every time I got hungry, it would be like, man, you should have had that one last Dairy Queen Blizzard, bro. Like, and it haunted me. So for me, when it comes to this, it's like, don't do it, right? Don't make food weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to this whole thing with this, like, like, I want to get all this food in, I'm feeling whatever. If you, like, own your shit, like, if you own it, right, it's not so bad in your head. If you're like, hey, man, I want to have this, and I'm going to have it, and I know it's going to be more than the calories I have right now, but whatever it is, who cares? I'm going to enjoy it. Then tomorrow, I'm going to bang it off, right? I'm going to have this, and this. You know what I mean? Then you're good. But if you do this like guilt thing, it's just like once you start guilting yourself after you do it and you guilt yourself and again over and over and over again, that's when it gets really, really bad. So don't recommend this.
Obviously, this is not the right way to deal with your stress, but for some reason, I just could not stop eating.
Like legit, that's what happens. Wow. Yo, that looks pretty good. That's like a Reese's Pieces. Now, he's got to be smoking weed. If he's not smoking weed, man, I mean, if you smoke, I'm not promoting it. I mean, it's legal here, so whatever. But if you're smoking, that looks great.
Still eating. I'm not hungry at all. Eating all of this definitely did not fix my problem. It's kind of
This
like
got to be
masking
like something
it, which
for.
is a really dumb
I don't
decision.
know. How bad did you do?
Well,
13 days
I
out.
messed up
Damn.
really badly. I ate 7,000 calories yesterday. I completely binged. I felt like I needed a refeed. You can see a complete difference. Oh, I gotta change my expectations, all right? I can't crash diet. I can't binge eat. We gotta keep going.
What you-
I'm gonna do this.
Yo. Come on, Jesse. This guy peeled off his shirt. He's 14 days out. He is 14 days out. That is 14 days out. Come on. Give me a break, Jesse. Come on. Give me a sec. Let me look at this. This guy's got abs. This guy's, the only difference I would say would be like if you're like to being super peeled is like right here. He's holding water from obviously. You look how my man looks swole, bro. Come on. He's not 14 days out, but he's worried about this. So what do you, okay, so let's just do the math here, okay? If he ate 7,000 calories, let's just say like before his dieting starts, let's say what is Jesse? 181.
181.1. All right, here's the problem. I was 178 before my binge, so my goal is to get below 178 for the show.
For show day, it's to get below 178. Hold on a second here. I didn't hear that right.
My goal is to get below 178 for the show day.
For show day, you want to be below 178. He went up by 3 pounds. You understand he didn't go up 3 pounds of fat? Like he went up pounds in water. Like, here's how this works, okay? Let's just say he eats 2,000 calories. And he eats 7,000 calories. So he ate 500 calories over his caloric intake one day. And then he ended up being 3 pounds. It's not how much you eat just in one day and all of a sudden you gain a pound of fat. He's got to eat an excessive amount of calories over what he's been eating on a day-to-day basis. Not just like one day of eating 3,000 calories over, right? He ate 5,000 calories over. He might have gained a pound of fat, okay? Maybe he gained a pound of fat is 3,500 calories, okay? And 5,000 calories, 3,500 calories. That gives you 1,500 calories left. 1,500 calories he basically ate, right? That's it. There you go, right? Do the math. So within, I don't know, a couple of days, he'll be able to burn that off. Like literally in a couple of days, he will burn that off. He goes and does 200. Now I'm not saying do this. Is not something to do at all. But you go do 2 hours of cardio, that's gone.
Cardio plan. It's gonna be a good one, and I'm gonna hop on the treadmill, and I'm gonna go for about 45 minutes, and we'll see where it takes us. So I forgot my headphones, so this is gonna be a really grueling 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Hey, if you listen, if you forget your headphones at home, I'm going home. I'm going right back home. I'm gonna get my ass home. I'm gonna get my headphones, and that's it. I am not. No.
At this point, every single day was feeling the same, as I had to do loads of cardio,
I feel like I'm going to yak.
which clearly is going well.
Yeah, that's what you should look like.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here's something more for me. I'm like, because I remember I've been watching him for a minute, right? So I remember when he first was coming up, and it was like he was like, you know, Greg's son, and so was Bill Tennyson, something like that, whatever, right? All the time. And he basically got, like, Greg got him up back in the day, 2 years ago, like 2 years ago, and every video he'd be having French toast. If you got 2 weeks left, you can eat French toast. You can probably eat three pieces of French toast. You know what I mean? And it'd be filling, actually.
Having to practice a lot of posing because I have no clue what I'm doing.
Now, that is one thing for sure that I see happen all the time, and it's riddles. Amateur, but in freaking professional bodybuilding, literally does. And that is everyone's so focused on getting in shape and getting on stage. That's it. And they completely miss. They miss the mark by a large margin when it comes to posing. I see people do some poses on like at shows, and I'm like, you spent this much time, all of this time and effort. I'm talking cardio, sacrifice, feeling like crap, tired, you know, whatever. All of that to go on stage and then to like not present it in the best possible way that you can present it. And it's like, yo, I will be hard as, I don't give a shit. I'll be hard on you. I'll be hard as hell. That should be your number one priority. The judges don't get, you don't get on stage. The judges are like, all right, quarter turn. Okay, how much cardio did you do? All right, how much did you lift? What training split did you do? oh yeah, cool. Like, all right, just mark them down. No, they're like, yo, front double bicep. That's the best you can present, a front double bicep. Okay, cool. They're not gonna say it, but they're gonna judge you based on it. And if you can't present your physique better, like in terms of like, you know, if like you can't pop your abs harder, especially men's physique, if you can't, you gotta stand out. You know what I mean? You gotta stand out. And that's why bikini and you know, those classes are just so difficult, because it's like you're watching the same thing over and over and over again, to be honest. You're watching two poses, front and back. That's it. They spice up the front, they spice up the back. And that's all there is to it. You're judged on that, and you're trying to transition as genuine or organic as possible. You're trying to make it your own thing, but you only got two poses. So if you can't hit, if Jesse's twin is up there, and Jesse's natty twin, identical twins up there posing, and Jesse's twin can hit his ab shot better. He can just hit his abs harder. He's gonna be able to present his physique a lot better. And that's the issue when it comes to this. When it comes to sport, from the top to the bottom, it comes to like even the pros to the bottom. They don't judge the posing, so no one really puts that much effort into the posing. And then you get like, I would say like, the fact that you can't say like, you know, everyone, like all the pros are really good posers. The fact that you can't say like every top 10 Olympian, like I'll talk just bodybuilders, right? Because I'll pick on bodybuilders. Top 10 bodybuilders should be fucking awesome at posing. I'm talking like I watched what do you call it? Antoine's routine this year. Phenomenal. Not only was it a dope ass routine, it was a artistic routine. It was on beat, and it was a big ass body, big aesthetic ass, ripped, peeled inside a body doing it. That's amazing. And there's other guys that go on and they're posing. It's like, yo, you definitely could have, you 100% could have put more effort into it. And don't tell me, oh, to take away from resting and to take away from my, you know, gym. Nah, motherfucker. Like, look, you're on stage. When you go on stage, they call out poses. They don't call out your training program. All right, guys, let me know what you were doing for. No, what'd you do for your peak week? They don't give a shit. They want to see you present your shit. And regardless if they judge it or not, in terms of like giving you judging your routine, I mean, they judge your posing, but they don't judge your routine. No one gives a shit about the routine. But the fact that that's not a thing, like that's got to be the number one priority when it comes to this. Know how to pose, because like everything else, like that's automatic. You should be dieting your ass off, and you should be training your ass off. Period. That's automatic. You want to get on stage, you need to be peeled, and you need to look good. Now, present it. That should be the first thing on your mind, because that's other shit there. That's like everyone's gonna do it. Everybody is. You should be. Sorry, got on a rant.
I started to lose strength right away.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way that's coming up.
But nothing was going to stop me from trying.
When it comes to like, you know, training during shows, you're not training during shows. You're not training to get strong. Your strength is 100% going to decrease. With less calories, less food equals less strength. Your goal is to sit there and be like, how can I make this set as hard as I possibly can every single time I come into the gym? And it doesn't have to be a load. The load should not be the focus. Now, you should have a challenging load. I'm not saying do reps till the cows come home. I'm saying you should pick a load that's going to make shit fucking hurt. I'm talking, you got 10 to 15 reps. Those 10 to 15, if you make it to 15, better be hard as F. Those like 8 to 10, like 6 to start getting hard. You can do 10. You're getting in the 12, where, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how your rep looks, but it should be hard as F. And it shouldn't be like, well, it should be measured based on how much strength you have. Because that's relative. That's gonna dip up and down, up and down. Who cares about strength? Jesse James is smart as F. This is, yo, we need content, and this will be good. Is there a show coming up? Yeah. Do a show, it'll be dope. You already look really good. Do a show and kind of, you know, whatever, show these guys your journey and vlog it. And that's what it is. And you're watching it because, like, let's be serious. We need to get under 178. Yeah, like 100%. Like 100%. In reality, he can drop reality in 2 weeks. Jesse size, Jesse natural, 2 hours of cardio a day. He can easily drop over 5 pounds, easily of fat. And then literally, he can drop 10, 15 pounds of water. Like, that's the whole thing. Now, if he's doing a diuretic, like you know what I mean? If he's not doing diuretic, then it's like he could probably do about, I would say, 10 pounds of water. I coach natural athletes all the time. I have actually, majority of my athletes who compete are natural. Like, literally. You guys like, really? Yes, actually. Either way, when it comes to like his goal here, this is easy. This is light work. Light work. He was already like 12% body fat when he started. Let's be serious. This is entertaining, man. Good shit. Again, like you don't need to. 100%, you do not need to struggle weight. You do not. Like, I'm not saying like struggle like, you know, you should be trying to hit PRs or, you know, you should be just like annihilating yourself in terms of like exhaustion, like muscle. Like I'm talking, the pump is so hard, just like you just like you just keep going, like you're just like in your head, you're like right, and then you're like done, you know, you're just like like, you know, like that. You shouldn't be like, you know, trying to, I don't know.
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm feeling like a robot. I feel like I'm doing everything proper and I'm doing well. I feel like I have less emotion than ever.
I mean, like,
I feel good. Shut the fuck up. This crash diet is kicking my butt. I can't tell if I'm gonna puke or pass out or what's gonna go down, but I just need a few minutes to chill.
I mean, like, here's the thing. When it comes to anybody who starts, when it comes to bodybuilding, like, and I respect anybody who does a show and finishes a show. I respect the shit out of it. Even the guys who try. You know what I mean? Like, try and they don't finish. It's like, yo, you gave it a shot. I'll be honest. Those who try and quit, but say, hey, man, I tried it and it was hard as hell, just not for me. Mad respect. For people who just try and quit and don't say anything, like they build themselves up and they do all these posts every week, motivation, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden they don't say anything, you know, they're gone. Or always the ones, here's the ones that bug me the most. Every day you know exactly what's going on in their life. I'm talking the bodybuilding journey is like on. You're watching a legit series. It's daily, post Instagram, whatever the frick. It's a daily thing. And all of a sudden they don't get the placing they want, and then all of a sudden they're in dark mode. You can't even, you haven't heard from them in months. And then like finally they come and say something like, you know, and then it's some kind of weird excuse why they didn't, I don't know. Those ones bug me. But anybody who does this sport, I understand, like, when it comes to this, you know, do I think Jesse's really suffering? I can't say he's not, but I do know this. It's perspective. When it comes down to it, like when I remember my first show, my first time competing, I thought I thought I was dead. I thought I felt like shit. I thought that I couldn't, my energy. And I was doing some stupid shit. I had a bag on underneath. You know, I didn't know anything about bodybuilding. I had a garbage bag under my jumpsuit. I was doing cardio, going hypoglycemic, not really realizing that's it, what it actually was. Just like not really thinking about it. Just thinking like, hey, this is natural. This is how you're supposed to do it. You put a bag on. That's the only way I know to cut water. I have no clue. I hadn't bodybuilt before, right? And you think you are. Then like when I think about it in hindsight, when it was really hard, when I knew exactly what I was doing, that was what I thought I was suffering before was nothing. Like not a chance. Like, are you kidding me? But my last show compared to my first show in terms of like me acknowledging the suckiness of it, like how much it sucked. No, like you can't even compare. I wasn't working. That was like, I would say the way I felt, the way I felt at the end was like the beginning I felt at, I don't know, maybe 8 weeks out. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, everyone's going to feel like that. It doesn't matter. And that's the crazy thing about the sport. The better you get, the harder it gets. It's like, it's nuts.
Man, I can't even hold the camera up.
Oh my God, amazing.
So here's the thing for me, guys. And I said I'd watch this and I'd be straight up honest with you guys how I feel about this. Number one, this is 100% for me, entertainment. You know, it's something I would see on Netflix of someone being like, you know, I did a show and this is how I felt. Cause like, this is freaking clever as shit. I think it's smart as hell. It's entertaining as F. His audience wants it. But when it comes like how you should feel, like when you're like feeling like really, like when you really feel like death, like when you really feel like you can't move and like you're not even making that noise. Like, trust me, like the conditioning he's in, great shape. Like what he's doing is like, and what you can do, this is the great thing about this is what you can do in 14 days. Is like really showing you like put some work in and you can do this in 14 days. I don't recommend it, but you can do if you wanted to do something like that. Regardless, in terms of like conditioning wise, like I'm talking like inside out peeled. Like I feel like death. Like I can't move. Like I'm just breathing heavy. I'm like that kind of feeling. He ain't there.
Oh my God, amazing.
And he was, every video back in the day was like, you know, talking about, you know what it is, whatever, French toast. And he'd make French toast. It was like 6 things of French toast. What he's eating there, he could literally have French toast. He can have French toast and fruit. Or he can have French toast and spinach if he wanted to be honest. He can have 3 pieces of French toast, literally. Let's just do the math here, right? 1 cup, you got to say you got to make it though, right? You can take 1 cup of egg whites, pour it in a container, put your cinnamon in there, whatever. Then you take 1 piece of bread, 2 pieces of bread, 3 pieces of bread, 4 pieces of bread. You put it in there, then you shake it up, upside down, downside down. It soaks it all up, and there you have what? That's 300. It's 420 calories. 420 calories. 1,680 calories. You have 4 meals like that if you wanted to, and then added spinach, man. 420 times 6. That's 2,500 calories. 2,520, 4 days out. If he wanted to, he could do like 5 meals. He can do, I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend doing it, but like if he did 3 pieces, let's just say 3 pieces, all right? Let's got a cup of berries, all right? A cup of berries, blueberries, 80 calories, plus 80, all right? That's 425 calories for 1 meal. He could do that 4 times. Let's say 5 times. That's 2,100 calories. He did 5 times. There it is. 5 times. He doesn't have to eat this. Then he knows he doesn't have to eat this. This is to kind of like, you know, spice it up. Make it like it's really harder than it is because he knows he can eat easy. Like, come on, dude.
My energy is going down. But we gotta push. We gotta stay relentless. Let's do this. Oh my God. Holy.
Like, actually, like it is. 100% it is. Like, when I was doing, like, that's why so many, and I've done, dude, like, since I started my channel for 10 years straight, I was doing like road to Arnold's, road to Nationals, road to Arnold's, all these road twos, all these and I would only make it maybe like 8 weeks, 8 weeks in. Like as soon as it was like 4 weeks out, man, it was like, 6 weeks out. It was like, I can't, like, and I was doing it on my own. Like the only reason why you guys saw the finishings of like the ending of my prep last year because I had a videographer. That was the first time I've had a videographer, period. Like it's just so hard. It was so hard to do that, man. But like, do I believe the drama to this? I 100% believe that he's definitely feeling tired than usual. But like, not to the extent of like, type, because I know what that feels like. You know what I mean?
So I don't know if you guys can see this, but my eyes are so bloodshot. Like, I didn't get much sleep last night, but that's not going to stop me from crushing today and this morning.
Yeah, you don't sleep. You don't sleep much because you're up. Because your body's like, wake up and hunt. And you're getting up and you're peeing. And you're trying to hunt, but there's no hunting because there's a fridge because there's no hunt anymore. So you try not to get up. You try to pee and literally go pee and run your ass right back to bed. Or make sure you have like some water or like some water with like flavoring in it, whatever. Or whatever it is, close up bedside so you're not like walking out in the fridge and then being like, hey, what's going on? It's early in the morning. I'm really hungry. I'm like, well, I can always have meal 1 at 2 a.m. It's like, no. Close that shit. Get your ass back upstairs.
Beautiful text from Sir Kyle saying, okay, so this is what I want. Cardio-wise, I only want 40 minutes today. Let's go!
Now, I train, natural athletes, okay? Number 1. I would not be decreasing their cardio at all because if there's amount of fat that I need to get off your body, it's going to be a lot, right? I'm going to definitely make them rest a lot, if there's time to whatever, but it's definitely going to be, it's not going to be like on a day where I'm like, hey, if we have 14 days. Now, if we're getting up to when we're 14 days out, it's a difference. 14 days out is different than starting my prep for the last 14 days. That's a big difference, right? So if I was starting a prep like this, there's no way I'm backing off on cardio. Not a way. Not a chance. No way in hell. I'm sorry, we're going to have to sacrifice a little bit. You're not going to burn any muscle 14 days out, starting your prep 14 days out with the amount of muscle that he already has and found in his body. Just saying.
Very locked in. I'm very motivated right now. I'm doing everything right. I'm doing all my cardio. I'm not missing up. I'm not messing up, but it definitely messes with your head. Damn, I'm a boring person when I'm on prep.
And that's one of the biggest things that I found for me was hardest thing. That's the reason why I literally stopped. One of the reasons was I couldn't give my all to, my athletes, like, emotionless, like literally being like, and like digging deep to like laugh. Like I'm dead serious. I'm talking like just trying everything to be like, you know, just with good, not necessarily good spirits, but like, you know, talk without sounding like you don't give a shit. Like literally just be like, yeah, okay. And you're just, oh my God, it's terrible. So you can't do it. You can't, that's why I say you can't serve two masters. Someone's like, oh, that's a biblical thing, man. Figure it out. Read the Bible. You got a great physique, man. Great physique. The guy did good, man. And I saw the end results. So I got to see this whole thing, which is dope.
But we were only 3 days out, so we did the most important thing next. I need you to shave the forbidden jungle.
He shaving his butt hair or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember I shave, but I don't know when I needed anybody to shave me there. I just don't. I mean, all right.
The final dieting weigh-in. Whatever it is the final weigh-in to see how much weight I lost in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
171.3.
So he basically started at 178 or 181. He lost 10 pounds total.
By celebrate, I mean...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go to the gym. I'm gonna be taking my pre-workout. It's so important to actually make sure you're prioritizing taking something that's gonna help you get a pump. When you're on a diet, it is very easy to just go to a gym, do a workout. It's a terrible workout, and you get nothing done. So I'm gonna take 2 of these scoops right here.
Great plug. Excellent plug. It's a very organic plug because literally you need it. Like at the end of prep, 14 days out, whether you started at 14 days or you're 14 days out, that shit sucks. You need it. You need to literally, you need a boost, some kind of boost. Great work. Excellent work. I would say he definitely felt pretty bad, pretty shitty. I would say for sure he felt very shitty the last week, for sure. Great video. Yeah, you can see, yeah, he's peeled as shit. Let me see over here. Give me a sec. Let's watch that again. And this posing is way better because I remember watching this pose before. It was kind of like pretty, it was very like, corny. Like, when most like influencers who never bodybuild before, they do like certain poses and it looks like really weird. And they're like, and it's like it just, it's not natural. You know what I mean? This looks way more polished. Dope video, man. Dope video. I think the cool thing about this and the entire takeaway from this is like seeing what you can actually do, what's actually possible. You know what I mean? Like, do I say, do I recommend you crash dieting? No, not at all. If you're going to do a bodybuilding show, start your ass at a proper time. Do a proper off season, work on your, all your weaknesses, try to bring those up as much as you can, and then make sure you're starting prep at a good time. If you're just doing a regular, transformation, understand he did 10 pounds in 2 weeks, natural. And that is 100% possible. And I wouldn't say necessarily it's like a crash diet, but like, just cutting your calories like that and doing and restricting yourself, isn't mentally the best thing. But like, the guy did 10 pounds in 2 weeks. And some guys are like, man, it's hard for me to, lose weight, whatever. It's just really deciding what you're going to do and sticking to it and getting it done. And that's it. I'm not saying crash. I'm saying that what you can actually achieve in 3 months, you know what I mean? If you can do that in 10 days, you can achieve a lot in 3 months. It's 6 months to a year. Make those kind of like goals. If you're looking at doing like a bodybuilding show, do it, commit to it, stick to it. If you quit, tell people why you did it, right? You know what I'm saying? Let people know this is a serious sport and it's tough as hell to do, regardless if it's tough as hell to do, regardless if you're natural or not. Now, if you're just trying to like, just do a transformation and look really good, you can do a lot in a year. And make little goals. Make a 3-month goal, make a 6-month goal, make a year goal. So every time you make that goal, it's a boost of, energy, great dopamine, great serotonin, positive reinforcement, rewarding you, rewarding yourself that you actually did the first task, then on to the next one. And by the time you know it, you'll lose that 50 pounds. I hope you guys enjoyed that, guys. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Come on that tell like it is, transparent, vulnerable truth. For coaching, johnasheed.com. If you want to know more about my coaching, guys, book yourself 50 to 30 minute consult. At the end of the consult, I deduct it off any package that you pick. Also, guys, hit the discount codes or promo codes in the description below to help save your life or change your life for the better. Guys, I'm on Instagram and TikTok. See more progress pics, training pics, and your video clips. And I repost it for you because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep gym chasing.